Welcome to Second Listen Saturday on the Parenting Roundabout podcast, where we share some fun moments from a past episode for your weekend listening pleasure. Look for new episodes every Monday through Friday.
So,
what are we ranting about now, Catherine?
Well, once in a while, we like to indulge in a nice rant, and today is one of those days. What are your kids doing lately that is bugging you? Terry, I believe you had some suggestions.
We're talking pet peeves. Yes. We have a garage that works, automatic garage door that works inconsistently. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you press the button in as you sit in the car and it closes beautifully. And sometimes you press the button and it does not. And 3 out of 4 family members will then get out of the car, run into the garage, hit the button inside, and run back out before the door hits them on the head. And one of us just drives away with the door open.
Okay.
And I sympathize with my daughter not wanting to get bonked on the head. It scares me too. But to either leave it open with our garage open to the, to the world, or to honk the horn so that, say, your mother who is doing work in her bedroom has to come out and go downstairs and close the garage door. These are not workable situations. Get out.
No.
Close the dang door. Get back in your car. I've told my story. When I was a kid, children, there were no automatic garage doors.
No.
And my dad always drove, so my mother always had to get out and pull the garage door open manually. Sun, rain, wind, cold. Well, Southern California, so not so much of the cold. But
yeah, right.
In all elements, she had to get out of the car, pull the thing up by herself. Y'all can run into the garage and hit the button. So that has been a recent pet peeve. I think she was spoken to about it, and it's either been working or
she got lucky because it stopped doing that
she just
thing.
Got just on a whim, we'll stop for a while and then start again.
Right.
So
our garage door will not, it will stop itself if it detects someone running through it.
Really?
So you would not be able to do that to it.
Ours will just smack you on the noggin if you don't move fast. It doesn't care. But,
wow.
Although.
Yeah, because there's like a little beam that you have to jump over, right?
Oh, I think ours is much lower tech than that.
Oh, okay. Like it has the sensor.
We got the Sears one, it's not. It closes the door most of the time. What do you want from us?
Right. That's a lot to expect every time.
Right.
Yes.
Every single time. Come on.
Really. It gets tired some of the time.
Right. Wow. Well, I feel like this is a conversation for me in about a week because our whole family life has changed.
Yeah.
As my son has moved back home after 3 years.
Update from
absence.
you're relating to us a few episodes ago how he was moving away.
Yeah.
Update.
No, he's not.
Change.
As things do when you're 22.
Yeah.
So it's been not quite a week yet, and there's been a lot of,
adjusting.
We call it adjustments.
So diplomatic.
Concessions. Particularly from my daughter. My daughter is the one that's probably having the most challenging time because, she was an only child for 3 years.
Yeah.
And she basically ruled our second floor. She had the east wing of the second floor, which, involved having basically 3 bedrooms to herself and her own bathroom.
Wow.
So she really, she had a lot of land in her kingdom. And now that's been severely encroached upon, and she no longer has all of that space. And so things have to now revert back to 2014, when when my son was here. And so there's a lot of redefining of boundaries and a lot of, encouragement to keep our mouths shut and not say what we feel.
Time to sit down and talk about the story of the prodigal son a little bit. And
yeah. So it's
happy your brother is coming home.
Yeah. Well, and it was unexpected. So there really wasn't any prep time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No getting used to it in advance. Huh?
Yeah.
No. And then of course, he is not only bringing all of his stuff, he's also bringing his cat, which is new to us too.
Yeah.
So we've never lived with a cat before, so that will be interesting. And so I feel like this is a topic I could talk more about in a week.
You're going to make a list and we'll revisit.
Yeah.
Are you in like a honeymoon period right now for everyone except for your daughter?
Yeah, exactly.
She's past the honeymoon already.
Beyond that. It was like, honeymoon for 2.3 seconds.
Oh.
She was already like last night, for example. It was all about the bath. She wanted to have a bath, but he was already in the bath. And we have 2 baths, and he was in one, but then she got into the other, and then there was no hot water, and then how dare he, because he disrupted her whole evening, because now she couldn't wash her hair. And I was getting like pictures and text messages from the bathtub on location, showing me the level of water that was in the tub. Showing me how her hair wasn't wet. So it was quite a distressing evening for her. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at with the kids. So I think if I could kind of sum it up, my pet peeve right now is the fact that the two of them are trying to adjust to one another, and it's not really working out so far.
Did you see
that is hard.
The headline about the guy who was living with his parents at age 30 and they sued him to get him to move out?
Yes, I saw that. Oh boy.
Don't give Kristen any ideas.
Yeah,
exactly. I don't think I want to show her that. She might take action on her brother.
Josh has had a taste of freedom. He's going to want to be getting back to it.
That's what I said to my husband. I'm not sure how long this is going to last. Although, he doesn't have to pay any rent here.
Well, that's true. But he has to listen to you guys and kind of tilt the line a little bit, no?
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Peter was like, oh, great. We can get him to, mow the lawn again. No.
I see him finding an apartment with his friends pretty quick.
Yeah, that's right. I'm like, you can't ask him to do that. No, he's coming back so he can focus on studying for his MCAT and getting his life together. And
I don't know. No. After being away at college for 4 years and then living in Kansas City for a year and a half, I came back and lived with my parents to get a freelance business off the ground. And they were really very nice about it. I had a bedroom and I had an bedroom for an office. And, but I'd had enough independence that as soon as I was making any money freelancing, I got an office out of the house to start working in. And then when I started making a little bit more money, I got an apartment. And my mom was so upset and she couldn't understand. It's costing you so much money. Why you're doing this? We're happy to have you. But it's just... it's hard to go backwards, I guess. Maybe not for all kids, but for some. And since he's been, in college and then had his own place, it's going to be hard. Yeah. And hard on you.
I think so.
Too.
Yes. Thanks. Yeah. And that's a whole other conversation as well.
It is.
So.
Yeah.
How about you, Catherine?
What's peeving you these days besides... sports coaches who don't let you get play?
That's the biggest one right now is this team that my son is on. And the thing is that he's fine with it. He's enjoying it. And it's my husband and I who are super annoyed by the way this is being run. Just like, you know, stuff communicated at the last minute, and
that's annoying.
And, you know, the fact that there's very little playing time, which I understand. Like, it's not cool to complain about your kids' playing time. And I respect absolutely the coach's right to do whatever they want during a game in terms of playing time. But when they don't let your kid practice, that is peeving me. Is that how you would say? Yeah. You know, and again, my kid is like, whatever. Most of the time he's fine with it, but yeah, so that's annoying. And we're zeroing in on the end of the school year, so pretty soon we'll be able to stop being peeved about homework and the fact that I'm the only one who nags people to do their homework.
But then you start being peeved about the fact that everybody's home.
Oh, yeah.
And people don't have anything to do and you're trying to work. And there's a lot of idleness.
Yes, that is coming for sure. But this summer, my daughter can drive places. And that's going to be a big... Right. And she can drive not only herself, but her brother places. Ooh. So that's going to be good.
That will be nice for you. What will you do with all that free time?
I know. I was noticing the other day, I'm like, you know, it stinks that I have to, you know, for the moment pay for gas for my daughter's car because she has no source of income. But then I realized that it's basically... the gas I would be putting in my own car is going into her car because I'm not driving her.
Exactly.
So
yeah, it's all the same miles.
Yeah, I mean, I would like her to get a job. That's bothering me right now. She has applied to places, but
yeah, this is why I feel a certain amount of sympathy for the 30-year-old guy getting kicked out of his parents' house. Does he have a job? Because I have two kids who could not survive on their own because they can't get a job that would pay for any sort of living place. And I think that's not a unique problem. So.
Yeah. I mean, we keep hearing about how everybody's hiring and everybody needs employees and, you know, there's a shortage.
Yeah.
But, you know, she got turned down for one already. She put in another application at a place where her coworker said, they're really, really short-staffed. They need people. And, you know, that was like several days ago. I don't know. I feel like if they were desperate, maybe they would have called her like the next day. So
it's really hard. And I mean, even if you do get a job, you don't necessarily get the kind of hours you'd like.
Right.
It's, you know, not full-time. It's not even full part-time. And it's very discouraging. Yes. It's my pet peeve against the world. My still around pet peeve, although things have gotten slightly better, but still. But we do have a bit of the bathroom thing that you were talking about, Nicole. It often seems that when I have a limited amount of time to take a shower, that is exactly when somebody with tons of time chooses to take it, or, you know. So, that's a pet peeve. I wish that would not happen. Maybe we need to put a schedule up in the... put a list up in the hallway.
Yeah, that is...
Claim your bath time.
That is a peeve of mine also, is bathroom fights. So, that's why I remove myself from the equation. And when I keep my toothbrush and everything in the downstairs bathroom. I can have that all to myself pretty much every bedtime. So. Yeah,
my husband and I fortunately have our own bathroom, so that's not a problem so much. But it's just that, you know, water heater-wise, 2 showers at the same time, we're a little nervous to do that. So, but and then we do have the problem of my daughter going in to brush her teeth at the same time that my son wants to take a shower. So they have bathroom sharing issues.
And doesn't that sound so like first world. like we have running water and we have multiple bathrooms and it's still not good enough for you people.
I know. I know. We even have one bathroom that we never use.
Right?
It's downstairs in the little apartment that's slowly going to seed. But nobody wants to go to that one. I don't want to go to that one. That's the creepy bathroom. But
Is it?
We are spoiled. Well, it seems like we're in good spirits.
No,
we're not
wasn't there maybe
all that
the right
peeved.
day for a rant today?